Sure, we'll go ahead and get started. Please sit comfortably. We'll spend the first few moments together getting centered, letting your eyes close, feeling your shoulders drop down your back, and allowing yourself to arrive in this present moment. And you might do that by taking a deep breath in and out. You might do that by feeling the connection your body makes to the floor. You might do that by imagining that there's a boundary between you and everything that happened before you got here. You're closing the door on the day and you're arriving at your yoga class because you are. You're arriving at your yoga class. What are your intentions for this practice today? Why are you here? Maybe it's a part of your routine. Even if that's true, is there another reason why you're here specifically today? Maybe there's some discomfort or pain in your body that you want to address. Maybe you've been holding on to some stress or tension that you want to have help in letting go of. Maybe it feels like your mind has just been chaotic lately and you're looking for a little bit of calm to that storm or something else entirely. Why are you here? What's your intention? One thing that practicing yoga does is it asks us to move with intention through the world. And if you're not really sure, that's okay too. We can figure that out as we go along. And so becoming aware of your breath. Begin to even your breath out. So inhaling for a certain number of counts or length of time, and exhaling for an equal number of counts or length of time. It doesn't have to be your deepest breath, but just even it out, creating some balance, some intention of balance. Equal inhale, equal exhale. Just a couple more rounds of this even breath. And then letting go of the breath, letting it come into its now normal state. Bring your palms together at your heart to lower the chin and honor yourself just as you are today, here in this moment, this body, this breath, energetic state, and state of mind. And it's from that place within that we will practice today. Go ahead and rub the palms together, creating heat. And take the heated palms over your eyes, brushing gently over the top of your head and down your neck, bringing yourself gently back to the space around us. And today we're going to begin on our backs. So go ahead and move any props you're sitting on off to the side. And please come to lay down, taking your time as you get down here. And it might feel it might feel good just to hug your knees into your chest when you get down. Depending on how you're feeling in your body, it might feel good gently to rock from side to side. Might also feel good just to hold the knees still, picking your practice here. What does your body need? What does your system need today? And then bring the body into center. Go ahead and bring the feet flat to the floor, heels underneath your knees, about hip width apart. We're going to start with some arm movements. We'll add the hips in just a moment. So bring your arms down by your sides. And with your next inhale, please lift your arms toward the ceiling and then all the way overhead, knuckles on the floor above you. And then exhale, reach toward the ceiling again and bring the arms back down to your sides. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms lift up and over. And exhale, arms reach up and back down. Keep going. Arms lift. Exhale, arms lower. Arms lift and lower. Just a couple more times, just the arms, just starting to warm up the shoulders a bit here, creating some mobility. And keep the arms moving. Let's add the hips. Inhale, arms lift, pick up the hips, reach your pelvis toward the ceiling, bridge pose. Exhale, release your arms and hips down at the same time. Again, inhale, arms and hips lift. Exhale, arms and hips lower. And just keep going on the flow of your breath. The inhale inspiring the rise, the exhale setting you down. And as you continue to move in and out of bridge pose, keep your feet flat on the floor. We're going to make this just a bit more intentional. Inhale, lift the arms and hips up. As you exhale, bring the arms and hips down, but stop just about an inch from the floor. Then inhale, lift the arms and hips again. And then exhale, coming down, stopping about an inch from the floor. That's both the arms and the hips. Inhale, lifting back up. Exhale, coming back down to that 1 inch mark. Inhale, lift. A few more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Let's do one more. Exhale down 1 inch from the floor. Inhale, lift the arms and hips. And then exhale, bring everything all the way down now. Good. Feeling sensation for a moment. The next exercise we're going to do is going to remind you of bridge pose, but it's not bridge pose. Just letting you know we're not going all the way here. It's a subtle movement. I want you to think about your tailbone right now. It kind of curls under and up at this moment. You're going to scoop the tailbone under, so tucking it toward your navel, and then act like you're about to pick up your lower back, so the glutes engage, the knees engage, and then stop, and then gently release. And then curl the tail under again. Feel the low abdomen contract as you're just about to pick up the hips. And then relax. Good. Inhale, crunch. And then exhale, relax. Doing just a couple more of these. Inhale, crunch. Think about pulling up your pelvic floor. And inhale, release, or exhale, release. Inhale, crunch again. Exhale, release. We're just do a few more of these, just toning the pelvic floor, your lower back, and your low abdomen. Let's do two more. Crunch and release. Crunch and release. Good job. Relax the abdomen, relax the tailbone back down to the floor. And extend your left leg down and hug your right knee into your chest. Good. Now flex both feet. As you pull the knee in, you'll feel a gentle stretch in your hip here. Good. So we'll do a little bit of work moving in and out of a twist. So hold on to your right knee, the one toward your chest, with your left hand. Allow your right arm to hang out to the side, or you could even do cactus arm here. You're going to take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take the right knee across the body toward the floor on your left side and ground your right shoulder. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. And unwind. Couple more times. Twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. And unwind. Good. Extend the right leg down to the floor. We're going to switch sides. The left knee comes in. Holding on to the knee, draw it in toward your chest and flex both feet, feeling a gentle stretch in your hip here. You stayed for a few breaths on the first side. We'll do the same thing here. Good. Then hold on to your left knee with your right hand. The left arm hangs out to the side or comes into cactus. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, take the left knee across the body toward the floor on the right. Ground your left shoulder. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Keep going. Twist. Twist. Let's do two more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. And then inhale, carefully unwind and release the left foot down. Good. Please bring both feet flat to the floor again and have your feet in bridge prep, so underneath your knees, about hip width apart. And then we're going to transition from here. So walk your feet away from your body, so forward about 6 inches, and have them as wide apart as your yoga mat. Okay? So it's really important. Have the feet as wide apart as your yoga mat. So the arms hanging out to the side, relaxing. Go ahead and drop your knees to the right. And then bring the knees back to center, and then drop the knees to the left. Keep the feet mat width apart. Back to center, and then to the right. Back to center, and to the left. Keep going. I like to inhale as the knees go to a side and exhale to center. You can even think about with that exhale, grounding your lower back to the floor, helping to bring the knees back. From side to side. This is helping to loosen up the hips a little bit here. It's also helping to stretch the iliopsoas muscle, this big wraparound muscle from your lower spine around the body, forward of the body, and into your groin. So it's an important muscle. Sometimes when you experience back pain, lower back pain, it's actually because the psoas is tight. So this is really good to help relieve that tension. And trust me, I realized that today when I woke up, my lower back was hurting a little bit. And I'm like, that feels like my psoas. So I did an exercise like this and I loosened it up a little bit and the back pain went away pretty much immediately. So not saying that'll work for you, but it worked for me. Let's keep going from side to side for just a little bit longer. Good. Then let the knees fall to your right and stay there. The feet are still mat width apart. Breathe. Good. Bring the knees back to center and take them to the left. Staying for about 3 to 4 deep breaths. Good. Bringing the knees back to center. Go ahead and drop them to the right and roll to your right side. And let's come on up to a seat. And I'll ask you to look at the screen for a moment. I'm going to talk technical for just a moment. So we are going to come back onto our backs here in just a second, but I want to kind of be aware of what we're doing before we go there. So I got inspired when we were doing that iliopsoas stretch, and I'm going to actually teach you the technique I did this morning to help with my lower back pain, and maybe it'll help with you a little bit. It's meant to help stretch the psoas. Okay. Psoas is short for iliopsoas. So when you come down onto your back here momentarily, I'm going to show you on my body what I want you to do, and that's easier if I'm facing you right now. You're going to identify your ilium, your two hip bones, the pointy bones here, and then just inside of there, you'll notice where where this wraparound muscle, the iliopsoas, kind of starts to connect down into your groin. And it might feel hard, it might feel like tension, and that is normal, not that normal is a good thing in this case. So we're gonna do one side at a time. So when we come onto our backs, I'm gonna have you press one or both fingertips right into that space, just a few inches in from the ilium, the pointy bone. So we're not down at all, we're not up at all, it's just a few inches in. And then you're gonna press down relatively hard, but it might hurt a little bit, but it shouldn't be painful, okay? And we'll hold that for about 3 to 4 to 5 deep breaths, and then we'll release, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so again, ilium, the pointy bones, we're going to go in maybe about 2 or 3 fingers width. All right, so doing this together now, come back onto your back. Sorry for the up and down. And you can just extend your legs to the floor and let them just, the toes flop out to the side, just like you would for Shavasana. And then let's start with the right side, okay? You're going to identify the pointy bone, the ilium, and then just walk the fingers in toward the central line of the body a few inches, okay? And then with one hand or both hands will be harder, or means you'll have more pressure. You're going to press down. Now, again, this might be a little uncomfortable, but it should not be painful. If it's painful, you're pressing too hard. And just take some deep breaths. You might even feel a slight pull at your lower back. Breathe. One more big breath here. Keep pushing down. And then gently release the fingertips and feel sensation for a moment. Kind of magic, right? You'll feel more of it as you start to move around a bit. We're going to do the other side next. So identify your left pointy hip bone, your ilium, and then walk your fingers inward toward the center line of your body, just an inch or two. Okay? All right. One or both hands press down firmly. And I'll reiterate here, it might feel uncomfortable, but it should not be painful. If it's painful, you're just pressing too hard. So lighten up just a little bit. And breathe, breathe. Try not to clench your teeth. Especially if you're noticing some discomfort, breathe. One more breath. And then gently release and let go. Just feel for a moment. You can relax the hands. If the wrists are hurting, you can roll the hands around a bit. And you might feel some release, or relief, I should say, in that muscle. Maybe you feel it in your lower back, maybe you feel it down into your groin. But as we move around, you might feel a bit more. Let's roll to the right side again and come back up. Good. That felt good for me. I hope it was good for you. Let's come on to hands and knees, please. Hands under your shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Inhale, look forward, tail lifts. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale up to hands and knees. And exhale, downward facing dog. So it's our first down dog of the night. Let's go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing a heel to the floor and bending the opposite knee. Feeling the hip bones reach toward the ceiling behind you as you stretch the legs. Trying to flatten out the back here. And then stretch one leg and stay. So one heel is extending toward the floor, the other knee is bending. Again, try to flatten out the back here. Breathe. And then switch sides. Breathe. Good. Straighten both legs. Inhale, come into plank pose, straight line push up. And then exhale, feel a tug behind your navel that pulls you back into down dog. Inhale again, coming forward into plank. And exhale, feel yourself pull back into downward facing. Inhale forward. Exhale, pulling back. Good. Inhale, forward plank. Stay for a breath. And pull back. Good. Inhale into plank. Stay for 2 breaths. Exhale, pull back. We're going to do 3 breaths now. Inhale back into plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, pull back. Good. Inhale into plank. And exhale, plank yourself down to the earth. You can do the straight down or you can do knees down, chest down, but come on down onto your belly. Hands are underneath your shoulders, elbows bending. Good. Feeling the pelvis spread into the floor. With your next inhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Lift your head, chest, and your legs, locust pose. Exhale, float back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release. Keep going. Locust pose lift. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more, all right? Come on up, inhale. Let's hold for 3 breaths. Squeezing up the inner thighs, shoulders down the back, light on the hands. Inhale. And exhale, release. Good. Curling the toes under. Push up to hands and knees and back to downward facing dog. And in down dog, look at your thumbs and then tuck the chin and look at your navel. Just keeping the body in down dog. Inhale, look at the thumbs. Exhale, navel. Just a little bit of a neck stretch here. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, navel. Just a couple more times. Good. Head to neutral. Walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming into the standing forward fold. With your inhale, press palms to shins, come halfway up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale again, halfway up. Chest parallel to the ground, looking at the floor. Exhale down. One more time. Exhale, fold. With a strong back, sweep your arms out to the sides. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And then release. your arms. Good. Feel. All right. So, thank you for humoring that psoas press thing. It's actually the first time I've ever taught it in a yoga class before. So, I hope it made sense. We're going to move along into our arm swings next. And just a reminder that this is the three-part inhale through your nose and one powerful exhale out of your mouth with the movement. Okay? So the movement we'll do today is inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale up again, and then exhale, jab the elbows back. We're going to go quickly and we'll go for about 2 minutes. So find a pace that works for you. Again, inhaling three parts through the nose, exhaling powerfully out of the mouth. So bringing your feet about hip width apart, nice stable stance, unlock your knees. And when you're ready, inhale up, inhale back, inhale up, exhale, jab. Inhale, 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 exhale. Swinging it out, feeling the full rotation of your shoulder joints. And as you exhale powerfully, feel the navel pull into your body and up, clearing out the lungs and throat. Again, finding a pace that works for you today. We're about 30 seconds in, so you got three-quarters of the way to go. Clearing out the lungs, building energy in the body, clearing the mind as well. We'll go for about 30 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Release. Ooh. Feel sensation, your breath rate, your heart rate, feeling in the body, cooling in the nostrils, tingling in the arms and hands, energy at the chest. We're going to start to move that energy a little bit more. Take your feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing outward, and we'll just start swinging from side to side. Let your back heel lift as you twist, the arms hitting the body, and you're looking behind you. We're going to do this for about 2 minutes. Just find a rhythm for yourself here. And as you find your rhythm, also find your breath. And if it's shallow, just deepen it a little bit, all right? And you can imagine here that you're just unwinding tension along the spinal column from the tailbone all the way up through the vertebrae to the center of the brain. Side to side. It's okay for the arms to drum on the sides of the body. It's giving a percussion massage to the internal organs. It's also quite grounding, soothing to the nervous system. We'll go for about another minute. Checking in with your breath, deepening it if you need to. Side to side, 30 more seconds. Just a couple more deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. And feel again. You might want to close your eyes. Just notice sensation inward as everything comes to stillness. Mm. Pointing the toes directly forward. You can keep them shoulder width apart. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off the back. Softly bend the knees as you fold forward. Lifting the arms off the back as much as you can here. Staying in the forward fold, release the arms. Press palms to shins halfway up. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms out to the sides of the strong back, coming all the way up. And release the arms on down. Good. All right, so we're going to move into a sun salutation next. So go ahead and step to the top of your mat if you're not there already. Bring your feet stack underneath your hips. Bring your palms to your heart. Find your breath for a moment. As we flow through these postures, we'll attempt to do so moving with the breath. So it's helpful to be aware of it before we get there. And today we're going to work a little bit with Warrior One, and we'll throw some chair poses and stuff into it as well. So with your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. With your exhale, bend both knees, drop your body down, sweep your arms behind you, chair prep. Keep the knees bent as you lift the arms into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees, come on up. And exhale, hinge at the hips and swan dive forward. Pressing palms to shins, come halfway up. And exhale, fold down and step your right foot way back. Bring the back foot flat to the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. There's an inner rotation to the right hip. Bend the left knee strong. Sweep the arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, coming into Warrior One. Good, let's stay here for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the left knee, and then hinging at the hips, reach with the heart forward as you come down over the left leg. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, carefully step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale into plank pose or knees down. Exhale, bring yourself all the way to the floor, hands under your shoulders. Grounding your pelvis. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. And exhale, float back down. Curling the toes under, push up and back to downward facing dog. All right. In down dog, lift your right leg high into the air. Exhale, swing or carry step the right foot all the way between the hands. Back foot flat to the floor, toes pointing forward about 45 degrees. Bend the right knee strong. Sweep the arms forward, peel the chest away from the thigh, Warrior One. Good. Inhale, straighten the right knee. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Stay for an inhale. And exhale, step the left foot forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, press palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. And palms to the heart. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Inhale, chair pose. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, fold forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release. Please step your left foot back this time. Back foot flat, pointing forward slightly. Bend the right knee, Warrior One. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the right knee. And exhale, fold over the right leg. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose or knees down, inhale. Exhale, come all the way to the floor. Grounding the pelvis. Lift the head, chest, and legs. Locust. Exhale, floating down. Curl the toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. From here, left leg lifts. When you're ready, step the left foot forward, help it through. Back foot flat, toes pointing forward slightly. Bend your left knee, warrior one. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the knee. And exhale, fold over the leg. Deep breath in. And step the right foot forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, fold down. Sweeping the arms out to the sides, come all the way up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Keeping this energy moving, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, chair prep, chair pose. Lift and fold. Halfway rise. And down, step your right foot back foot flat, warrior one. Come on up. Good, inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, fold over it. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose. To the earth. Locust lift. And down. Pushing up. And downward dog. Right leg lifts and steps. Back foot flat, warrior one. Come on up. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, fold over it. Deep breath in. Exhale, step forward. Palms to shins. And release. Sweep the arms out to the sides. Inhale, come all the way up. And palms to the heart. Again, inhale, sweep up. Chair prep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. Halfway up. And down, left foot steps, back foot flat, warrior one, come on up. Straighten the knee, fold over it. Deep breath in. Downward facing dog. Plank to the earth. Locust. And down. Up and back, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Step it through. Back foot flat. Warrior one. Straighten the knee. Fold over it. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Halfway. And down. All the way up. Heart. Let's do one more. Inhale. Chair prep. Chair. Lift. And fold. Halfway. And down. Right foot. Warrior one. Straighten the knee. Fold over it. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Plank to the floor. Locust. And down. Push up. And back. Right leg lifts. And step. Back foot flat. Warrior one. Inhale, straighten the knee. And fold. Deep breath in. And step forward. Halfway up. And down. Sweep the arms out to the sides. Come all the way up. and palms to your heart. And feel and breathe. It might be helpful to close your eyes. And then from where you are, go ahead and fold forward, standing forward fold. And why not? Press palms to shins. Exhale, fold, and step your left foot back. Take the back foot flat to the floor, just like you did for Warrior One. Good. Now your front knee can be bending here. Make sure it's definitely not locked. We're just going to fold over this right leg for a moment, feeling a stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstring. And if the floor is feeling far away here, you can bring your hands onto yoga blocks. You might even be able to hold on to the right leg itself. Breathe. Good. Gently bending the right knee a bit more. Go ahead and step the left foot forward and step the right foot back. Again, back foot flat on the floor like you did for Warrior. Left knee is what we're stretching now, or left leg, I should say. Left knee is bending slightly. And just fold the body over the leg. Hands can be on blocks. Breathe. And then carefully step the right foot forward, standing forward fold again. Press palms to shins. Symmetrical lengthening from both sides of the spine, and then exhale, fold down. Knees are bending slightly. Please interlace your fingers at your lower back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the arms off the back and overhead again. Now, this one's a fun one. Fun being a relative term. So, if you want to stretch the backs of your legs more, have the legs straighter. Never locked, but straighter. If you want to stretch your lower back more, bend your knees more. And just play around with that. Maybe you move gently between the two, the legs straightening and bending, or maybe you just come into one and stay. Good. If your knees are bending, go ahead and straighten them. Release the arms, hands toward the floor, and carefully walk into downward facing dog. And then inhale into plank pose again. And exhale down to the ground. Good. Hands underneath the shoulders, elbows bending. Yes, we're doing more with locust pose. So grounding your pelvis. Inhale, lift the head, chest, and the legs. Exhale, float back down. Let's do that again. Inhale, locust. Exhale, down. We're going to come up and stay this time. Inhale, locust, lift, head, chest, and legs. Feel the shoulders rolling down the back, the inner thighs are lifting. Get light on the hands. If you want to here, you can even sweep your arms down by your sides and lift through your pinkies. Keep lifting. 3, 2, come to your highest point. Exhale, slowly lower down, turn the chin to a side, and take a breath. And turn the chin to the other side. Also taking a breath here. And then cross your arms in front of you. Bring the forehead to rest on the back of the hands or arms. And take your knees almost as wide apart as your yoga mat. You can just kind of estimate it without looking. And then bend your knees, heels pointing toward the ceiling. And then just windshield wiper the feet, the legs from side to side, feeling the legs move loose all the way up into the hip sockets, from side to side. Breathing here. And then go ahead and release the legs down. We're going to do one more down dog just to bring some elongation to the spine. So take your time as you get there, sliding the hands back underneath your shoulders, gently pushing up. However you want to get to down dog. Maybe even bending your knees a bit more than you normally do and shooting the hips toward the ceiling behind you. Bring a bit more length to the back. And when you feel complete in downward facing dog, floating gently down onto hands and knees. And you might want to take your knees a bit wider here, release the feet, and come into child's pose. Feeling the hips sink toward the heels, the heart sinking between the knees. Just watching your breath here, feeling the body stretch. Good. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and come back up to hands and knees. And we'll come back onto our backs to finish off our practice today. Just a couple more exercises to do. Good. And you might want to hug your knees into your chest again when you get onto your back. Take your time getting there. Drawing the knees into your chest. Good. And then keep your right knee drawn in, extend your left leg down to the floor. We're going to hold that twist we did earlier. So take your right knee into your left hand, your right arm out to the side or cactus. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take the knee across the body and toward the floor on your left side. Now, if you want to here, you can scoot your hips back a little bit if you need to. And try to ground your right shoulder or at least your right elbow, maybe even turning your chin to the right. Breathe. Good. With your next inhale, carefully unwind. Scoot your hips back to center if you've moved them. And we'll switch sides. Bring the left knee into your chest. Extend the right leg down to the floor. And then taking the left knee into the right hand, your left arm out to the side. Go ahead and take the left knee across the body toward the floor on your right side. Again, you're welcome to scooch the hips back a little bit here. Turning your chin to the left. And just taking some deep breaths as you settle into this pose. Breathe. And then with an inhale, carefully unwinding. Scoot your hips back to center if they're not there already. Hug your knees into your chest one more time, and I'll just encourage you to gently rock from side to side on the spine here. Massaging the lower back into the floor. You can even move your knees around a little bit, circling the knees. Just do what feels good here. And then do bring the knees into stillness. Getting a nice hold on them and just tug the knees in towards your chest. And at the same time, creating a little bit of resistance between the knees and the hands to pull the tailbone back down to the floor. Just a good final release for the lower back here. And as you feel complete here, go ahead and release your legs down to the floor and take your heels about mat width apart. Toes flopping out to the sides, your arms down by your hips, palms face up. Make any other adjustments to rest here comfortably for a few minutes. Feel your body relax. Feel your effort soften and your attention ground. Aware of your breath flowing in and out. And just notice if there's anywhere in your body that you're still holding, you're gripping or clenching or tightening. And just invite that area or those areas to relax, if only for these next few minutes. peace, peace, peace. Please begin to take a deeper, fuller breath, inviting some gentle movement into your body, hands, feet, arms, and legs. Take your time as you roll gently to your right side and making your way to a seat from here. So bring your palms together, lower the chin, and to honor yourself for the work you've done here tonight. Feeling gratitude for all of the effort that you put forth. And may that effort and this practice continue to serve you. So until we meet again, namaste.